Hey, world, what's going on? This is your girl, Queen Aishah, and welcome to the first and another dope episode of I Know Dope People with Queen Aishah. Happy 2024. We in here. Give thanks and praise. We up in here, okay? Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. We have an awesome show for you today. We have Dr. Paz. She is going to be sharing awesome money tips for us for 2024, how to move that money, save that money, invest that money wisely. Okay, then we have the vegan raw life food coach, my friend Shelbee Williams. She's going to be on talking to us about tips and tricks to be becoming a raw vegan if that's what you choose, or just changing some things in our lifestyle regarding food that will help us get to a more healthier self and increase our vibration through our foods. But before we get started with our guests, I'm gonna go over some Queens quickies for 2024. So unless you're a newborn, you're under a rock or something, you already know. You checked out, you heard about the Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp at Club Shay Shay. And it went down, it went all the way down. Okay, now Dr. Paz is going to touch on this a little bit also in her segment for Money Moves. But I just want to let y'all know, as of 5:45 p.m. today, it had gotten over 41,000 views. That's a lot of views. That's a lot of eyes and ears. And Cat Williams, let's just say as a comedian, Cat Williams set a new precedent. He did an almost 3 hours sit down, stand up comedy set. That's some new shit. Okay? That's some new shit. They said for the first 30 minutes, he was just talking and he was hilarious. But here's the thing, you know, a lot of people are talking about who he talked about, what he said about his different experiences he had with different people. But here's the thing, the other side that I took away, he's a businessman, he's a genius, he's smart, he's spiritually connected. He loves to give and support people, and he's not doing it in a braggadocious way. He's not trying to get like accolades or likes on social media for it. So that to me was really great. And me, myself, being a fellow entrepreneur and comedian, he just gave great tips how you have to invest in yourself. He talked about, what did he say? He had $23,000 or $24,000, and he invested $22,000 in putting on his comedy show. I believe it was a special, it was maybe a comedy tour. So you have to invest in yourself. So all those things are like straight jewels. We got all the other stuff. We got a lot of laughs, hilarity, okay? We got a lot of that, but I got some other stuff out of it as well. The other thing I want to share with you, the Book of Clarence is coming out on Friday. And Jay-Z and D'Angelo, yes, Jay-Z and D'Angelo, yes, D'Angelo is back. They have a song in the movie that will also be released this Friday called I Want You Forever. The song is 9 minutes and 32 seconds, and it's said to be absolute, soulful, biblical blessed. Okay, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. The other thing I want to share with you all is the first Queen Aishah's inspirational soul food tip encouragement for 2024. So this is something that my sister always speaks about, my sister Razia, and I added something else to it as well. So in 2024, let's focus on what we want. Just focus on what you want. Put your energy into that, what you want, and let's keep the main thing the main thing. And what I mean by that, let's not be easily distracted by a lot of sensationalism, people working your nerves. Are you working your nerves? Just get back in alignment and let's keep it pressing. All right, so that is my Queen's Quickies. The next show, real quick, the next show is going to be on January 24th. As of this year, we're on twice a month. It's every other week. And the next date is January 24th, and we're going to have Keith Lawson. He is an industry insider. He's also booked me for some vignette gigs through with Pizza Hut and BET Her. So he'll be on speaking about his book and his experiences in entertainment and working with BET and all. All right. So now we're going to come, we're going to bring my girl, my sister friend, Dr. Paz, is going to share some money move tips for 2024, and she's going to touch on Cat Williams' interview as well. Give it up for Dr. Paz.
Bring me all butterbean. Bring me all butterbean for 2024.
What's up, baby? What's up, sis? Them glasses is glassing. Okay,
girl, you know
I'll
be on my Alibaba Temu wish. You know, I'll be on that like crack rock.
Yeah, you doing it? Them glasses is giving us 2024,
and they got real lenses in them too. They read us, y'all, $3.
You better. You look rich.
Thank
With
you.
Your earrings that I let you borrow. Yes, you doing.
You know I got these from your sister. She was giving away stuff, you know, releasing stuff, and I quickly.
That's right. Yeah, that's the best thing. But see, that's a tip right there, Paz. When people releasing, you got to catch it. You also have to release.
I caught that shit.
So tell us how we need to, what we need to do to start 2024. Things that we need to release, that we may be spending money on, that we no longer need to spend money on, and things that we may need to pick up and start investing in or practicing a habit of.
Okay, so I'm gonna start this off with a mantra because I think we need to change.
The mantra.
We need to change our relationship with money. We need to start treating money like a friend, a good friend.
Yes.
So the mantra is, money is my friend, and I choose to nurture our relationship.
Money is my friend, and I choose to nurture our relationship.
You hear that?
We need to be harmonious.
So don't treat it like you're going to treat your enemy, right? You want to treat it like a good friend, a good sister friend, you know, someone who you love, who you cherish. So try that mantra this for the next 2 weeks. How about that? Let's do it. Money is my friend, and I choose. You have a choice, you know. Because you might have been choosing some other bullshit in 2023. So in 2024, we gonna choose.
Right. Let's get it.
Nurture our relationship, right? So we have to do things like stop buying bullshit. You know, how about you go through a bank statement and find yourself some money. We all, I don't know how many people have ever done this exercise, but actually go through a month's bank statement and just go line by line and just check off the bullshit you bought. Like, damn, I don't even know what I spent that on. Damn, that's a subscription. I don't even watch that anymore.
How about that?
Hey, Razia got a Netflix account. I could just get on hers. So find yourself $50 this month. That's the assignment. Just $50. If you find more, hallelujah, praise God. But I'm just going to put the challenge out for $50. So get a bank statement, find yourself $50. And what you're going to do is put that money, either you can start your emergency savings. Emergency savings should start with, let's just say $1,000 for the year. If you have nothing, at least everyone should have at least $1,000. So put that $50 in a high yield savings account. No less than 3%. If you're getting less than 3%, go find another savings account. And you can easily find a high yield savings account. Go to Nerd Wallet. That's a good website.
Nerd Wallet.
Information, nerdwallet.com. And they always come out with a monthly list of high yield savings account. Now I'm going to switch it a little bit. Another thing, I just, because I'm so passionate about this, and I'm a healthcare professional, y'all. If you don't have one, get yourself an electric toothbrush this year. Please, Lord.
Yo, let me explain something. I've been using electric toothbrush.
Tell them.
One that I have now, I've been using it for over a year, maybe almost 2 years. But I started off with the battery operated ones, right? I started off with those. It saves you money, but believe it or not, they really clean your teeth better.
They absolutely, just imagine these toothbrushes are doing thousands of rotations per minute. You're doing maybe 100. So, and why am I saying this is so important? Because dental work is expensive. It is very expensive. And not only that, dental work, poor dental health affects your overall health, which can be very expensive in the long run and can affect your quality of life. If you have quality of life, you can't enjoy your money, right?
That's right.
It seems like an off kind of money move tip, but it is so important to focus on your oral health. I have a great dentist friend. She said, please tell people to use an electric toothbrush. There's one on Amazon, $9.94. You have 2 brushes for the entire year.
So I change my toothbrush. I change my brush every 3 months.
This one comes with 8 heads. So for $9,
yeah, that's awesome.
So
that's good.
For me, I travel a lot, so I bought one of those to go in my bag.
Right. Send me that link because I need to get one for traveling.
Okay. Yes.
Because I normally take this one with me, and I have my little carrying case for it and everything.
The $9.94 will give you a year's worth of toothbrushes. I'm telling you, you all will thank me. You all will thank me. Get an electric toothbrush. The last thing is, if you are working, please invest in your retirement account. Please. If you do not, if you work, either invest in your job's retirement account or get a Roth IRA. Now, the good thing about a Roth IRA, you're managing that one on your own. Anyone who works can get a Roth IRA, even your kids. Even your kids. Everyone can qualify a Roth IRA. And when you turn 59 and a half, that money can be withdrawn tax-free, even the earnings, unlike traditional IRA. So that's a couple of money tips. I have a little bit more, but those are great. Change your relationship with money.
Give us that mantra again.
Money is my friend, and I choose to nurture our relationship. Say it every morning. Write it on the mirror.
That's right.
Write it on the mirror and choose to nurture your relationship with money. Do something every day. I look at my bank accounts every day. So I have a, I'm a little have a stalker kind of relationship with my money.
Your money got a restraining order on your ass.
Like she here again. Come.
She keep looking at me. She in the window. She peeking.
Right there looking at me. You ain't gotta be stalkerish, but you get to be a little close. Get a little closer. Get a little closer with your money. Look at your bank statements, because people get defrauded all the time. All the time. You may have something going on that you completely forgot about. You forgot about that car wash subscription you signed up for because it was $9.99. Now it's $29 a month.
And you don't even wash your car like that.
You don't even wash
your car for the new year.
Right. You signed up for stars for 99 cents on Prime Day. Now that shit $9. Come on now. Tell me I'm lying. I ain't lying.
It's true.
It's the truth. Check your bank statements and make a change. So that's what I got. You have anything? Butterbean.
So, you're the only one that call me Butterbean.
Don't you look like a pretty
Butterbean? I look like what?
You're pretty Butterbean.
Listen. So, what was your take on Cat Williams as far in regards to money?
Oh my God, that was the biggest money move ever. And just to correct you, it was 41 million.
Oh yeah, I said 1,000, million. You're right, million. Oh my God,
41 million.
This
man is going out on tour. He's got people going crazy. They're making videos of the video of the video of the video.
Yep.
So when he goes out on tour, guess what? He's selling out. So it was a money move. It was a money move. And we love drama. I ain't mad at Cat. If that's how he wants to do it, whatever. And he may even be, this move might bring more attention to other comedians. You know what I'm saying? Because now they have something to talk about. Just like everybody wanted to hear what Chris Rock had to say after Will Smith slapped the shit out of him, right? We was waiting.
And Chris wasn't. I mean, he didn't even really linger on it. You're absolutely correct, because he said he came on and he wasn't promoting anything, but it doesn't matter. Whatever he has coming up, people going to. But the thing about it is, I don't think he's going to really. I don't think he's even going to spend time on that in his comedy show.
Right.
He's always writing, but y'all gonna come to see. Y'all gonna spend the money to see.
They are coming to see, and it was a money move for Shay too.
Oh yeah.
This man, I believe he already had the #1 podcast, but now the sports. I was listening to a sports podcast yesterday. They were talking about it.
He took it to a whole nother level.
So now Shay is. I mean, he literally got fired from his last job and started the podcast, and now he's exceeding all of them. So for me,
and his liquor and his what it was Hennessy cognac that they was drinking. That's his own brand. That's going. You know,
the one that they drink at the table. That's right.
It is. That's Shannon's.
So Shay is doing well. Yeah. So
he was already doing well. Come on.
Right. He was. He's Hall of Fame. He good. So I mean, a lot of people gonna come up from this.
Even the people he mentioned, he mentioned.
Everyone he mentioned.
If you didn't know about them, you Googled them. If you didn't know much about them, you searched them out. So it's a win-win.
That's what I said. A lot of Black people coming up. They're gonna be eating. A lot of people gonna be eating out there.
Yep.
So gone, cat. You know,
and the skits of the interview.
Right. Even
yep.
Did you see Bernie Mac's daughter? She had like the sweetest.
I heard about it. I didn't see it. I heard about it, but they said she was so appreciative.
She was like, I didn't take
the HU.
Okay, all right, ma'am.
She was the HU.
Okay, Bison. But she didn't take it. She was like, it was funny. You know what I'm saying? And my dad loved this cat. You know, loved cat.
And I just found out she has a podcast. So comedian G.L. Douglas from New Jersey said she was invited on her podcast. So she's actually going to be on Bernie Mac's daughter's podcast. She just posted it on Facebook. Yeah.
Awesome. So I think it was messy as fuck, but it's come up for everybody.
That's the uncle that started drinking and called everybody ass.
And by the way, your ass.
Yeah. And remember, don't think I forgot. And yeah.
What he said, I got receipts.
Right.
So he wasn't afraid to pull them out.
Yeah.
I mean,
thank you, Dr. Paz. Thank you for your segment. We will see you in February. So we have our mantra, and then in February, I guess you're gonna teach us how to love more on our money.
Yes, I'll make another mantra for y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bye, boo.
And you can see where you can contact Dr. Paz if you need to follow her on social media. She is Money Moves with Dr. Paz right there on IG. If you need her to offer you some guidance and tips, she does coaching with that as well. So you can check her out. So our next guest, I actually met her over 10 years ago from a sister auntie friend of mine, Trina, out of Northern Virginia. She's her neighbor. And I just noticed how Shelbee was just changing her lifestyle through her food, doing raw vegan eating. And now she is a life food coach, and she helps you on your journey to becoming a raw vegan. So please put your hands together for my sister friend, Miss Shelbee Williams. Hey, Shelbee.
Greetings. It's such an honor being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your yes. We appreciate you, Shelbee. Thank you. So we're going to get started. The first thing I want to know is, why did you choose a raw vegan lifestyle?
Well, first, I don't want people to get discouraged by it. Initially, I started off as saying raw vegan, but really you could just say plant-based. I've been 100% plant-based for 12 years. I started off raw vegan. I just, it was antidotal for me. I felt better. I was never a heavy meat eater. And then I just noticed as I started reducing all animal products, I just felt better. Okay. I'm a woman of a particular age right now. I love, as I'm growing older or becoming more seasoned in my journey of life, I'm feeling better. I have mad energy. I sleep well, mental clarity. I have no pain, no inflammation. I'm on no medication. And I'm glad to say I'll be 58 in June. When I go
awesome.
When I go to the doctor, he's amazed. And that's my first tip. Anyone who's looking to alter their life for the better using food, because food is medicine. The Creator put medicine in all of our food, and that should be our first point of, feeding the body, flooding the body with nutrients. Go your annual physical, take advantage, get an extended blood panel. That's what I do. That's my marker. That's what I determine where I'm deficient or not, because you don't want to just go by what's popular, out here spending unnecessarily your money, because it can get unnecessarily expensive. I do believe in investing in my temple. I'm not like a clothes person. I'm not into this is my house right here, my temple. So I have to be right within so I can be right, with everything else. This is the platform for me. But go during your annual physical, ask your doctor to do an extended blood panel so you can see where your numbers are. And then from there, move towards if you need supplementation. But I want to stress too, remember, the supplemental business is $1 billion business. It might even be $1 trillion business. Eat and drink your vitamins. The Creator, again, put everything in the beautiful produce. I mean, when you go to the grocery store, all the vibrancy, the colors, they naturally lure you into them. That color, that vibrancy, that energy that's emitting is there for a reason. Take advantage of it, start where you are. I'm not, this works for me. Everyone's temple's different. Your countenance is different. Your lifestyle, your livity is different. Your finances are different. Start with what works for you, because the more you start flooding your temple with those nutrients and oxygen and antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory foods and the foods that are going to promote health and wellness, it's going to push the bad stuff out of the way. So, I tell people, I know like that Meatless Monday was popular a couple of years ago. You could try that Meatless Monday, or you could do a meatless meal, or you could do a liquid, I call it a liquid feast, because when you say fast, that's deprivation. That's not, that doesn't sound
language
good.
word.
So a liquid feast or a fruit feast, that way you can see how your body reacts to different foods. But when you eat more nutrient dense foods, you are not as hungry. When your body is hungry, it's hungry for nutrients, not calories. I mean, the calories, yes, because you get the energy, but it's the nutrients. And when you satisfy yourself on that level, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to sleep better. You're going to notice that, that little pain I used to have on my knee is not there as much, because there are foods that you can eat that's going to promote that anti-inflammatory property, where you don't have to go buy all these supplements. Because at the end of the day, if you buy supplements or take supplements that your temple does not absorb, you're going to get expensive pee. So that's what you have to think about.
Yeah, because you're going to urine it all out.
Absolutely. The body is always in a state of homeostasis. It knows what it needs. And if it doesn't need it, it's going to discard it. So that's my biggest thing, is to start with your doctor.
What's one of the, and Shelbee, what's one of the things that you would say as far as not necessarily doing a liquid feast, but like Meatless Mondays are starting to put, like if you're eating, even if you're still eating meats, that you may do a juice a day or a smoothie a day. Like what's a simple, easy juice or smoothie that someone can do to get started, even if they're not looking at going plant-based fully, just to increase their nutrients and get inflammation out.
In live foods and whole foods. Put it this way, the easiest way to start is your animal protein should be the condiment, and everything else should be the main dish. So that's a way to start. And ideally, your meat should not be bigger than the palm of your hand. And eat the rainbow. That used to be my mom. Eat the rainbow. When you eat the rainbow, you are getting all the different antioxidants and nutrients and polyphenols and flavonoids that, the rainbow, the foods are offering you. And every color has a purpose in your temple. So you can still eat your meat, try and eat as clean as possible, but really it doesn't matter. When you're eating animal products, you're eating the muscle of an animal. I don't care if the animal crawls, if it swims, if it flies. If it's running across the yard, a yard bird. You know, some people say, well, I don't eat pork anymore, but I just eat chicken. It's the same thing. You're still eating animal product, you know? And I'm like, I used to tell people that are trying to really go fully into plant-based, it's like, if something's running from you, it doesn't want to be eaten, you know? So if you got to go and catch it, it doesn't want to be eaten. So one thing when you go shopping, you're like, if it comes from a plant, eat it. If it's made in a plant, don't eat it because it's not natural. You know,
these things. Some of your videos as you're speaking. Some
of the processed foods, that right there, that's a health tonic. That's sea moss with the minerals. Let me just say this as for my beautiful people of color. Sea moss is beautiful, the Irish sea moss, but you can't eat some sea moss, get some Popeyes and drink a fifth of Henny and think you're going to be all right. No, you can take the sea moss. It is not a cure-all. And there are other sea
Did you say Henny and Popeyes?
Yeah, because people, you know, it requires a full lifestyle change. I notice they thinking, oh, let me take my sea moss, but they haven't changed their lifestyle. No, you have to, gradually get into it because your body's not going to absorb it if you keep hitting your hand with the hammer every day. You start off good, and then you turn around and eat the wrong thing. But again, when you start incorporating more fruits and veggies on your plate, it's going to push the bad stuff. You're going to feel the electricity. I mean, we're electric beings. When a person's, just think of someone has a cardiac, they're getting those pads. What are they doing? They're putting electricity back into the body. We need foods, the electricity, the vibrancy, the things that are going to promote, flood your blood with nutrients. And then also let's talk about elimination or the lymphatic system, or some people call it your immune system. The body has to move in order for your body to clean out the toxins, because our heart pumps the blood, but we have to move to get the lips to empty the trash can or flush the toilet. So you have to move. So you can start with gentle movement. You can walk, whatever, the best exercise is the exercise that you're going to do. So, for me, I enjoy yoga. I enjoy rebounding. Rebounding is something you can do into your 90s. And again, I'm looking into things that I can continue as I become more seasoned and things that promote
Explain what rebounding is for those.
It's that mini trampoline that you see. When you're on a mini trampoline, it's anti-gravity. So you're actually moving your lymph and all your cells, all your trillions of cells at the same time. When you, for example, do weightlifting, it's isolated. But on a rebounder, it's all your cells at the same time. You can actually tone on a rebounder, but you can do a rebounding until your 90s. I mean, it's not about how high you can jump. It's about pushing down on that mat and making those cells anti-gravity. And that's so healing and healthy and gentle on the joints too. And you just need a good
bra. You just need a good bra.
Yeah, but actually, we need the girls to bounce a little bit. That's healtty,
Right. Some of them don't need to.
Right. I mean, there's times I've had to hold it up. Absolutely. But on the rebounders too, you can sit on it too, and you can do all your ab work, you can tone all over. I like the yoga for the toning. Balance is important as we age. I actually help manage a home care agency. So as our seniors, I'm noticing they have balance issues. We got to get started on it, invest in ourselves now. So as we become more seasoned, we're in that next season of our life, we're not going to have those balance issues. We're not going to have those fall issues, because unfortunately, if our seniors aren't doing well and they have a fall, it's kind of like going down the rabbit hole. When it comes to healing, it's hard for them to recover from a break or from a fracture. So you have to think in terms of that. And I tell even the young people, you're in your 20s now, but start eating for when you're in your 50s and your 60s. Think about it, because your body is a receipt of the food that you eat. So make that investment, take the time, you're worth it. I mean, I'd rather put the money into my temple as opposed to putting on outside of my temple. And also look at the products you're using. Products on your hair. Like when and this happens over time. I wear no animal products. Everything on my temple is plant-based. It took a while, but I've even learned how to make my own products, which is fun. I mean, but this is my thing. Everybody's journey is different. And that's what I'm here to help people, coach them along. I do shopping excursions, buy this, don't buy that type of thing.
I see your work. You all your tools.
Yeah. This is my pharmacy back here.
Right.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because it can be expensive. But again, this was my thing, because I was making raw food for people. But if you just have a regular blender, say from Walmart, and you can't afford a juicer, a masticating juicer, You could put your food in a blender, get yourself, this is a nut milk bag,
Yes,
or
I
a
have.
cheesecloth, and you can just strain it. And then you've separated the pulp. And that's the difference between a juice and a smoothie. A juice separates the juice from the pulp. A blender blends it all together.
And
So
explain.
in the blender, you'll have your fiber and you'll have your nutrients, and everything oxidizes. I just want to also inform you that there are different juicers and blenders out here saying, oh, this doesn't oxidize. Everything oxidizes. When you cut an apple, in a few seconds, it starts turning brown. That's just nature. So it's best when you juice or make a smoothie, try and ingest it that day. I mean, I know some people are into this meal prepping, but the longer it sits, it's losing its potency.
But what about if you freeze your juices and smoothies?
It's still changing its constitution. It's going from a fluid state into a frozen state. And so it's changing a little bit. You're going to lose some of it. So you always have to keep that in mind. But really, when I make juices, I get up early. I mean, I'm used to it, but this is my temple. This is my thing. So because I can't, when I go out, there are not places that I can't eat. I mean, I used to get teased, like get invited to picnics. I bring my food, but I bring enough to others to enjoy. That raw food and plant-based foods can be beautiful, and it's good for you. You know, beautiful food makes you beautiful. So that's how I look at it. You know, but I just want to say, also show if you don't have a juicer, the different strainers, and you can just strain and make your very economical. Because that lifestyle is expensive. No, what's expensive is a doctor's bill. That's what's expensive. Invest in yourself. We have to re-language ourselves. You are worth it, and celebrate your journey. If you have a bad day or it doesn't work out, or if you're an emotional eater, and you sidetrack, that's okay. Just try it again tomorrow. Next opportunity. Don't put yourself down. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Create your own plan. So look at several people that are out here. I'm not the end all be all. I might not be for everybody the way that I do things, but find people that resonate with you, and whatever applies for your spirit will tell you. You take that tidbit and then you incorporate it into your lifestyle. So again, it's not going to work if it doesn't fit into your lifestyle. You know what I mean? If you work at night and you come home and your time may be limited with children or whatever, and then trying to rest so you can be fully functioning. Now, it just depends, but you can make it work for you. But there's nothing faster than grabbing some apples from a store, grabbing some blueberries, berries. As far as fast food, there's nothing faster than grabbing apples, bananas, organic bananas. I mean, anything that's in season, try and eat in season as well. And
let's talk about that as far as eating in season. And again, we're talking about a raw vegan lifestyle. However, that doesn't have to be what your goal is, but you can do little things to change to help optimize your nutrition and your body. So what are some of the fruits and vegetables that we should be eating now that are in season?
To be honest, I don't know all of them, but I can tell you the best ones. I can tell you the best ones to eat, period. And you can even get these frozen. Berries. Yes. Berries are just so nutrient dense. It's ridiculous. It could be boysenberry, blackberry, blueberry, strawberries. Eat them every day. They're so full of, there's really nothing that they can't take care of, but they bust up mucus and coagulation in the body. They flood the body with nutrients. You can get a handful of berries and put, to 2 cups of water and make yourself a simple smoothie. You can sweeten that because berries are bitter. Another thing, bitter is better. So when you're eating food, something tastes bitter, think about your kidneys, think about your liver. That's good for detoxification. Your herbs are beautiful. I love herbs. Your parsley, your cilantro, your basil, your rosemary. If you are someone who takes medication, if you've been sick and you've taken some antibiotics, you want to get rid of the heavy metals or some of the residue that the medications can leave behind in the body. And you can do that with the natural herbs. Farmers markets. I love farmers markets. Get the fresh herbs. Get to know your farmers when they come in. Ask them about how do they grow their food, because although the farmers market, they may not have that organic label, they still could implement some of the organic procedures on their produce. They just don't have the money to get it USDA approved because it is costly to get that organic label from the government. But talk to them and ask them, what do they put on the food? And then cleaning your food, your produce when you get it. You can use vinegar, just soaking your fruits and vegetables. They do have vegetable washes out there. You can use that if you choose to. You can use lemon and the vinegar water is beautiful. Yeah, and if you get organic, you just have to rinse it off as well. You don't necessarily have to get the pesticides off of it. That right there, I'm just showing you how I made a tonic. I have a health tonic to show you, and I actually used the cheesecloth to strain it. So yeah, because some people get discouraged because of the potential expense, but just start where you are. But I did want to tell the difference between the juicers too. So you have two types of juicers. You have a masticating juicer, which mimics our chewing method.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And so it's squeezing the juice, the goodness out of the fruits and the vegetables. But the other one, the centrifugal, is shredding it. And that one does oxidize a little bit more. It's shredding it, but you want something that's more in line with us naturally. And so you want the masticating one that mimics our chewing.
What is Vitamix?
The Vitamix is a blender.
Okay.
It's a high-end blender. It's like 2 horsepower. I mean, the Vitamix can make hot soup and turn around. It can make nice cream, you know. But for my lifestyle, if you're trying to get into more raw foods, which is eating foods that don't get hotter than what the sun makes them, that's what raw is, because it's not burning off the nutrients and the enzymes, because you need the enzymes to help you for absorption, you know, because absorption starts in the mouth. Ideally, when we chew our food, it should turn to liquid before we swallow it. A lot of people don't realize that it does. You have enzymes that get activated by the chewing mechanism in your mouth, and as it's going down, and getting the prebiotics and the probiotics in your food, eating foods that naturally start to break down. Because remember, your first brain, really, call it your second brain, is your gut. So you want to have healthy gut, healthy gut flora. So we want to eat things that are, very easily digestible. And if you're going to eat meat or anything heavy, eat melons by themselves, wait like 20 minutes, and then eat whatever else. But never mix melons and berries with don't put your protein first, because your fruits and your vegetables start breaking down like 15 to 20 minutes. It can take meat 72 hours to start breaking down. Do you know what happens if you have meat down there and you have something fermenting on top of that meat? Gas. Gas, gastrointestinal. It stank. It's uncomfortable. You're bloated for a couple of days, So in order to avoid that, and there are a lot of other conditions out here that really they're finding are contributory towards that, mono meal, watch your, what you're digesting, how your food combination. So always eat your melons first, your cantaloupe, your watermelon, eat those by themselves. Your berries or your fruits, eat before you eat a meat, and even some of your vegetables. Eat vegetables that have high water content, like your romaines. I know people were big into kale, but if you can make a shoe out of a green, you don't want to eat it. That's too tough. That's too much fiber. It's hard on the body to break down.
Kale.
Get your petite kales. Have you seen the petite kales?
Yes, like flowers, the real thin ones, kind of look like spinach.
Right, exactly. Very easily digestible. Sprouts. I love sprouts. I'm a big sprouter. Sprouts are more nutrient dense than the mature counterparts. So broccoli sprouts are more powerful than broccoli. And broccoli is very, very beneficial. They juiced broccoli and they put it in a petri dish with cancer, and they killed the cancer cells. So broccoli sprouts or broccolinis is really beautiful. I know you hear this argument that's out here in our community. I love how we support each other. We hear some good news and it spreads like wildfire. But, about the alkaline food and the non-hybrids. Sometimes so much information can just be too much. Don't overwhelm yourself. Again, start where you are. Make a beautiful rainbow salad. Try and just incorporate more fruits and vegetables, because that fiber in your fruits and vegetables is going to satiate you longer. It's going to keep you full. And you're going to feel good. You're going to have, it's going to give you, improve your vision, your hair. I've been on this live, so my locks are to my knees now. He's like, what do you do?
Wow.
I barely manipulate my locks. I said, I eat for my hair. I don't do anything outside, really. It's the inside that I do. I eat for my locks. When I eat things, all right. And I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong. And my lifestyle doesn't make me bulletproof, but I'm a very mindful person, very intentional about what I choose to put in my temple. Because this is the one thing that you can control, is what's at the end of your fork, right? So take the time to do that. You are worth it. I will spend good money on good food if I know it's going to help me with longevity, anti-cancer properties, anti-inflammation properties. That matters. Clearing your vision. My eye doctor told me, like, what are you doing? Your vision's improving. That means something to me.
Absolutely.
Going to the dentist and had a procedure, and they thought I was lying. Okay, they're ready to list the medications I'm on. I'm like, I'm on no medication. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Why do I need medication?
And this is what I found out, which it makes sense. First of all, and Dr. Paz talked about this, like our oral health it leads to so many of our health issues. Like a lot of people were told or have periodontal disease. And I started looking at something, I started hearing about this, and it's really the inflammation in the gums because it's the floor of what we're putting in our mouths. And we're brushing, but that's not enough. The flossing is not enough. Like I even have a water pick and I use that, but what we're eating is really going to keep the teeth and the gums and all of that healthy. So it's just so amazing, like how we take these things for granted as far as, the mouth, we just going to eat. But like I said, it's so close to the heart and so many other things. And that really gives us health challenges that we are not even aware of. But we're going to talk about, Shell, I have some of your recipes up here.
Okay.
Like this raw vegan cheese. I'm going to pop stuff up and you're just going to tell us about it because I can't wait to get to the coconut bacon.
Okay, that's my CMOS. That was the CMOS, and I was just playing around in my kitchen laboratory, and I just took the cashews. That was the base. So I soaked cashews. I soaked some pine nuts overnight, and then I blended together along with the CMOS. I had a little cute. It was like a little personal cheesecake pan. And I love cumin and cilantro seeds. That's what you see on top. And I just put in there, let it sit in the refrigerator, and that's all. And then I used cucumbers. I sliced it, put on cucumbers and celery. It was really good. And I flavored it the way that I wanted to. I think I put another herb in there. Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. Yeah,
it looks delicious. Shelby gonna have to slide me. You have to slide in my DMs with some recipes.
Oh, absolutely. I'll bring you some next time. I'll have to
next time I'm in town.
Yes, I will make you something. This is really fun too. Now I didn't make this wrap, but there's a brand. This is this is coconut wrap. It's all raw. And it had turmeric in it. That's why I bought it, because turmeric, the curcumin that's in turmeric is anti-inflammatory. There's so many studies. You can just Google it yourself. It's another thing. Please do your research. Don't do your research. You're worth it. This is your body. You are your own best doctor. Point blank, period.
I was using turmeric, but then you have to activate it with black pepper.
Well, that's not necessarily true. It is activated.
But people said you got to add black pepper to get it popping.
To kind of increase, but the active ingredient in the turmeric is the curcumin. So it's supposedly it's supposed to kind of enhance it a little bit. It's still going to work though. It's still going to work.
You see the word on the street? I was like,
Yeah. No, the pepperine in the pepper is very good too, because I do love pepper. But if you forget about it, you're still going to absorb it. But again, if you don't start to clean out your temple, and the first defense or the best thing to do is detoxification, stop putting in the assailant. It's just that simple. You don't need to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on a detox system. Just stop putting the crap in your mouth.
Gotcha.
Replace it. Eat this and not that. Look at stuff like, that's not my food. This is food. If you can pluck it, if it comes from nature, that's your food. That's how you have to look at it. And again, the easiest, I used to always, my mantra was eat the rainbow. It was just that simple. When you go shopping, select the rainbow. Make sure you have colors on your plate. Because if you go to a plant store and you see a plant, that is brown and looks like it's dehydrated and it's dying, you don't want that. You want the green, the vibrancy, right? So we want food with color, not brown food. You want beautiful food to make you beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. So let's talk about this coconut bacon.
So the first one, I have a dehydrator. Don't sleep on going to like thrift markets, because again, some equipment can get expensive. The face, I'm not promoting it, but I got it from like the marketplace. Not this one. I was gifted this dehydrator. But anyway, you can use your oven as a dehydrator, put on really low, keep the door open. That's not really optimal for me because it doesn't sound healthy. But so the first one on the sheet, that was coconut. That was the inside of the coconut, the one on the top left. The other one was eggplant. Okay. So what I did, I took some coconut aminos and I just soaked the strips in coconut aminos, put it in dehydrated it to my likeness, and it was crispy. Because I had made regular BLT. No, I'd used the eggplant for my family this particular night. And then I wanted the raw one for myself. It was delicious. I've had people challenge me, that's not real. I said, I could remake this for you and show you it's real. It's possible. Anything that's not vegan can be veganized. Because I'll see recipes, I'm like, I'm going to veganize that. That's just, because people who are, people who eat meat, you don't eat just a bald ass chicken, do you? You don't. You got this. What do you season meat with? Raw. Right. What do you season it with? Vegetables. Spices are vegetables. Yeah.
And they said we're really addicted to the smell and the
mouthfeel.
Chewing and yes.
And you can do that with your meats. Those transition meats, those are good too on your journey. I know you don't want to depend upon it, but your transition foods, your soy products or your natto or your, like your, what is it, Beyond Burger type burgers or your garden burgers. Those are good for transition, but you don't want to be dependent upon it because, again, it's highly processed. And so if you read some of the ingredients, you might as well just, eat a regular burger. That was a new one. I have a beloved I consider him my mentor. His name's Yaki Awakened. And this he was here in the DC area not too long ago. And this geogenetic juice that he promotes is what you see here in the picture. I called it my mean green juice because I kicked it up a notch. That's one thing I always do. It's delicious. If anyone wants to get started on flooding their body with detoxification, with your kidneys, always think about your kidneys and your liver is your filtration system. This is a wonderful juice to start with. He used a teaspoon of cayenne. I had liquid cayenne, and that's what I put in mine, which was delicious. And plus, I'm a spicy girl. If you like, spicy's good too. Anything spicy helps keep your blood flowing. It promotes circulation in the body, prevents, stickiness, your blood from being sticky and coagulation and inflammation. You want to keep blood flow. And so your spicy things do that. They help with your lungs, keep your lungs, keep out mucus. I mean, mucus is good because mucus is there for a reason as part of your, immune system response. But, when it's too much and it becomes a problem, but you want to prevent the stickiness with your spicier items.
So with something like this, your mean green juice, how often do you drink this?
I make this every day. That's 64 ounces. Excuse me.
So you're drinking 64 ounces a day?
That at least 32 because I'm drinking a smoothie. This right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks terrible. I mean, it looks really like dirt, but it's my herbs. I drink herbs every day too. So I have chia seeds in here. I did put coconut water. And there's some herbs like bamboo is really good for your hair, your skin, hair, and nails. Bamboo has the highest percentage of silica, which our hair is 75% silica. So this is one of my beauty secrets.
Where are you going to get bamboo from?
Bamboo. I go down to Dooku. The Blue Nile. Across from Howard. Yes, Dooku. That's my
Blue Nile. That's right, because they have all the herbs and everything, right?
Yes, if you're in the DMV, that's one of my places. That's my family right there. Matter of fact, when Queen Afua came, they invited me down. So it's been there forever. It's, there we go. It's, it's been in the community. He's been there, I know, at least 45 years. All of his herbs are organic. He knows what he's talking about, promotes other healers in the community. Really, really nice. Go in there. You'll enjoy it. You can't lose. You can't lose with going to the Blue Nile. That's where I get a lot of my items from.
Afua lives here in Georgia now.
I'm sorry?
Queen Afua lives here in Georgia now. I actually did her Sacred Woman program. I did it in March. We were actually the first sister group that we did the retreat, a weekend retreat at her home.
Oh,
and then that started before we did the 12-week Sacred Woman journey.
I know that was powerful. See, I have the books. I do it at home, but my goal is to to do that with her, to go along with it. Yeah, to meet her doing that. I've had the pleasure of meeting the Queen of Green, and I've met you. I know you know Kepra Anu. He's a raw food. He's 100% raw food. He had his own restaurant.
I know his name. In DC?
In DC, yeah, Kepra.
I'm sure I know him.
He was near, kind of near Union Station, but he moved. He was really instrumental in my journey, which started like around 2011, 2012. The father of Sunfire Food, Raw Food, Dr. Aris Latam. He is powerful. He's been fully raw vegan for about 50 years. He is in his late 70s and can climb a coconut tree to get fresh coconut. So these are the people that I seek to mimic. You know, go to someone that resonates with you, that you can incorporate into your lifestyle. And when you start, it's all anecdotal. When you start feeling better, you're going to be like, wow, I have more energy today. Or that afternoon slump you may get, eat an apple. Because when your body's hungry for something sweet, it's not going to know the difference between a Snicker bar or a Gala apple. So choose something where you're going to can take care of that sweet tooth, but also benefit your body.
Mine is Honeycrisp. The Honeycrisp apple. It tastes so delicious. Oh my God.
They do. They're so delicious. There's a new one.
They get more and more expensive, but I'll be like, this would be a piece of cake because I can buy one if I get a nice size and I just want that.
And they're pretty big. They can be big.
I just cut off a little bit. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, that one. And there's another one I give to my colleagues. It's a sugar bee. So I shop at My Organic Market a lot because I'm around the corner. I know they see me every day. Like, Shelby's back. I'm like, look, I don't need to buy stuff. You're right here. You turn over the produce every day. Why do I need to keep inventory at my house? I shop every day. But again, that's my thing. I need fresh. I need vibrancy. If it starts looking bad, that's how I used to look at it. You know, invest in yourself. The tonic that you showed earlier, this is I sell this. I don't know if I gave you some. This is an organic health tonic for seasonal. So it has like garlic, and it has turmeric and ginger and lemon and some other little secret herbs that I let sit for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then I strain it and I give it to people. When the sea was out, I had families that would contact me, and I delivered some of this to them, and it helped shorten some of the symptoms. Yeah, very beneficial and prevention.
You have a garden at home?
I do when it's in the spring. I do.
Right.
In the wintertime, I'm a sprouter. You can sprout in your house, but there are some. I do have some herbs that I brought in from outside inside, but you know she needs the sunlight. And that's another thing. Get your vitamin D naturally.
Yes.
Get that vitamin D up. I got mine up. Check your number. Have your doctor check your number. That is key to your immune system response.
That's your hug from the sun, honey.
Absolutely. You need to expose your skin to vitamin D. Your body converts it to vitamin D3, and also to increase your immunity along with the zinc. But again, little things. Think about your health. Every time you eat something, think how either it's going to contribute to health and wellness or sickness and disease. And, you know, you can still have your fun. Like, you can still drink your wine. They have organic wine, you know. Wine's fermented grapes. You know, you can still
it's fruit.
Right? So you can still have your fun. You can still have your chips. Just get the healthier version as you transition into the things that you want. Because I do not believe in deprivation. If you're depriving yourself, you're not going to do it. Life is too short, too much of a gift that we need to celebrate and enjoy every day. But with that, you want to incorporate things that are going to say, giving thanks to the Creator for you being here in this dimension at this time and looking good, because we are a reflection. We're the Creator experiencing this lifetime in our temples. So you want to, in the physical sense, so do that to your best ability.
You,
and get some friends. Have some friends do it with you. Accountability partners are great. You know, if you can't make smoothies, maybe get together and on a weekend you can do it together, or one person do it for the other. You can even barter. I hired a trainer. I paid him in raw food. It was ideal.
That's true. That's true. We bought it. We people that bought it. Shelbee, thank you so much. You are so dope. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much
for your yes. Give it up for Shelbee Williams, who is the raw vegan life food coach, and her IG information is here. You can also find her on Facebook, Shelbee Williams, if you're interested in getting some direction and guidance on your journey. Even if you're not going to do, you don't want to do raw vegan lifestyle, she can still consult you and give you some tips. I love and appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Blessing. This was awesome.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. Our first episode of 2024. I Know Dope People with Queen Aishah. Give it up for my guest, Dr. Paz, and Shelbee Williams, the raw food vegan life coach. All right, now, if you're watching this in real time or later on time, we still appreciate you. Catch me on the 24th for our next episode. For January, we will have Keith Lawson. I'm trying to get it so it's in my ring. The man behind the curtain, Keith Lawson. He will be on discussing his, he's an industry insider, tips and stories, awesome stories of celebrity friends that he has and experiences that he has had as well. Again, I'm Queen Aishah. Peace and power. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. YouTube, Facebook, IG. I love and appreciate you. See you next time. Happy New Year once again. Peace.